We know the devastating toll Alzheimer's takes on the elderly, but what you might not know is that there's a similar disease that can affect children.
Marion was born at 37 weeks, so she was a little bit early. I had a fear that something was wrong right away. It took her longer to hold her head steady. It took her longer to reach for toys. When she was 6 months, she really wasn't trying to explore. She wasn't even close to sitting up at all. We took her to a neurologist, and she did a very thorough exam. She said, I think I could feel Marion's spleen and liver, and I'd like to order an ultrasound to confirm. The ultrasound was done the next month, and the doctor called the same day with the results. I knew right then that it was going to be something really bad. The ultrasound confirms that Marion's spleen is about the size of an 8 or 9-year-old child. It really points to that she has a storage disorder. I looked up storage disorder. The first thing I saw is that 95% don't have a treatment and that they're all fatal by early childhood. For 5 months, we were seeing every specialist under the sun. We knew we were looking for something really rare. The final piece of the puzzle was to do genetic testing. On February 28th, which is World Rare Disease Day, we got a call from one of her doctors. He said it's Niemann-Pick type C.
Niemann-Pick meant for Marion that it was going to be a lifetime of struggle. How long is that lifetime going to be?
I knew it was fatal. I knew there wasn't a cure, and I knew that it caused dementia, and it caused kids to lose their ability to move and eat and speak and swallow. As I was on the phone with the doctor, I could hear Marion and Emily playing, and I just felt so sad and just kept thinking, are we going to look back at this and she's just going to be gone?
After we received the diagnosis, it was just immediate action, trying to find any way that we could get to a treatment.
We spoke to a parent who lives locally, and he told us, you have 2 things you could do. The first is you could do nothing and put Marion in hospice, and the second thing you could do is get her on this clinical trial drug right away to help slow the progression of the disease and give her a chance.
While trying to make sense of the disease, parents Sarah and Paul are also on a mission to save their daughter Marion's life.
The last 8 months have been a roller coaster, and we've traveled all across the country. We went to the Mayo Clinic, where we left feeling very hopeful, and that was the first time we got really clear, distinct answers about Niemann-Pick type C and about where Marion fit in. VTS-270 is a clinical trial drug. Marion is getting it outside of the clinical trial, though, through expanded access or compassionate use. And the drug right now, the way Marion is receiving it, only helps clear the buildup in her brain. And so to get it into her brain, it has to be injected into her spinal fluid through a spinal tap, which she gets every other week under general anesthesia.
First, I clean Marion's back very well to prevent any infections. Then, after determining where it would be safest to inject, I enter Marion's spinal canal using a specific needle. Once I'm in the right place, I confirm when I see spinal fluid. After this, I connect the medication to the needle and slowly inject the medicine into Marion's spinal canal. I make sure that there are no side effects immediately seen. Once the medicine is all in, I take out the needle and apply a clean Band-Aid to the area.
In April 2017, when she had her first treatment, she couldn't stand. She was forgetting a couple of her first words, and she couldn't walk. And today, she's putting 2-word sentences together. She's remembered the words that she's forgotten. She's saying new words every day. It's really brought her back to life. And one thing that is heavy on us is that this is not a cure, and every day still does count to push forward and urgently try and find a cure. And as a parent, one of the most painful things is to think that she might just miss it by a couple years. And that's why we want to do everything we can to help it get here today, because she and other kids really truly can be part of the first generation to survive this disease.